was up 3, and oil is back below $44 a barrel. After the bell, a round of better-than-forecast earnings from the Cheesecake Factory, Rent-A-Center, Edwards Life Sciences, Broadcom, and First Data. Good news if you heat your home with natural gas. Prices today fell nearly 9%. Meantime, Duke Energy is buying Piedmont Natural Gas for nearly $5 billion in cash. I'm Tom Busby, CNBC.
Hey, Bob, how's business? Is the new website helping?
Not good. I can't figure out how to get the website finished. How did you do it?
Easy. I called Web.com. They built my website for free. Then they promoted it on all the search engines.
Like Google, Yahoo, and Bing?
Exactly. And Web.com has helped grow my business so much, I had to bring on new staff.
Hey, if Web.com did it for you, they're perfect for me.
Call now, 1-800-535-8815. That's 1-800-535-8815. Again, 1-800-535-8815.
There are no guarantees in love, but there is a guarantee from EH Plus by eHarmony, our new personal matchmaking service. At EH Plus, your own personal matchmaker gets to know you so well, we can guarantee introductions that will be satisfying and exciting. EH Plus goes far beyond regular online dating sites, and that's a guarantee. Visit us at ehplus.com/love or call 1-855-930-LOVE.
Consider this your invitation to sell. At buysellmakeoffer.com, you can sell as much as you want for the next 60 days without paying any fees whatsoever. Sound incredible? It is, and it's true. Buysellmakeoffer.com is the new exciting way to sell your stuff online. Make extra money right now. Sell your old car, furniture, video games, household items, clothes, even your home. Sell anything that's legal. Load up your stuff to sell right now at buysellmakeoffer.com. This is your official invitation to get on board to sell your stuff right now. Free for the next 60 days. And once you see how easy it is, you'll want to sign up for more because there are no item fees. That's right. Take this opportunity to move items from the other guys and sell it for free. You might even win a Samsung tablet, Amazon gift cards, and other cool prizes. BuySellMakeOffer.com is the future of online selling. You can use Skype to talk to your buyer or seller. Plus, you can use video to showcase your items. BuySellMakeOffer.com.
Good afternoon. It's 4:03. I'm Di Rice with the latest in live local news here on Kcaa 1050 AM and 106.5 FM. The second victim of an East Side shooting has died. Police responded to reports of gunfire at 7th and Kansas Avenue Friday night and found 3 wounded people. One died at the scene and another at a hospital. The third is in stable condition and is being questioned. Investigators have determined that the 3 were taking a late night walk when a vehicle pulled up and parked. 2 got out and peppered the victims with gunfire. A police gang unit has joined the investigation. And recovery, that is, from the housing bust is showing signs of hitting a plateau when it comes to actual sales prices. Prices paid for the sale of new and previously lived-in homes and condominiums appear to have leveled out in the past 3 months. The numbers had been on relentless rise since January of 2012. The median price settled in at $291,500 in September. There was little change in the third quarter of the year. Riverside County was higher and San Bernardino County lower compared to the 6-county Southern California average of $435,000. CoreLogic says current prices are still below the peak when the housing bust struck in 2007. First-time buyers are finding competition with investors easing. Cash buyers still account for 21% of September's home sales. Inland Empire weather, sunny and warm today. Cooling down as the week goes on with some clouds in the sky for you tomorrow. Highs in the mid-80s. Overnight lows tonight about 58. Checking out your drive. Things are looking pretty good out there. Just a little stop and go. 15 southbound between the 10 and Harupa. And then the north slow from the 60 to 4th Street. That is the very latest with news, weather, and traffic on the station that leaves no listener behind. KCAA 1050 AM. This report has been brought to you by Unbound. At Unbound, they believe mothers around the world have the power to lift their families out of poverty. That's just one way Unbound is different. Learn more at unbound.org.
Give yourself the investment of a lifetime. Enjoy this holiday season in a luxury estate home at Charleston Estates, the only new home neighborhood in prestigious South Redlands and smartly priced from the mid-800,000s. Charleston Estates features gourmet kitchens and California rooms that make holiday entertaining even more memorable. Homes reach 4,463 square feet with up to 5 bedrooms. Ask about our discounted HOA dues and move-in incentives, too. Visit MaliaHomes.com for details. That's MaliaHomes.com.
This is the YouTube radio show,
Guess who used to be a fat kid? This guy!
the official radio show that features superstars of YouTube.
Those breasts are amazing.
Take something that you can fix your lips into and just suck on it as hard as you can.
I want to make you goddamn cookies, but I don't want to make them right now.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
No!
Now, here's your host, the Poorman.
And good afternoon to everybody on your way home from work, whatever you may be doing, school, unemployment. I have just returned from Houston, Texas, where I spent 4 days and got there just in time to experience the inland United States invasion of Hurricane Patricia. It hit Mexico, I believe, Thursday evening, which is exactly when I arrived in Houston, and then it hit Dallas on Friday, and then it hit Houston on Saturday for 2 solid days. It was almost like you needed Noah's Ark. The rain was just pelting like nothing I've ever seen. I know that the hurricane had actually lost some steam because it had to go over the mountains once it hit the Mexican coast. And miraculously, I guess it hit at Manzanillo and Puerto Vallarta, but supposedly they were saying it would have 200-mile-an-hour winds, and it wasn't as horrible as everybody thought it would be. But and even hitting Houston, there was some flooding, but it wasn't like the thing that happened 9 months ago where there was the huge downpour in Texas and there's flooding everywhere. But what's interesting is I was visiting my son, who I hardly ever see, and he goes to school there, grad school. And so what's weird, the previous time I was going to go was when they had the huge floods 9 months ago, and I canceled my trip to Texas. And then the next time I go, boom, another hurricane hits. But it was pretty crazy. And then today I flew back to New York, and literally we were flying probably through the path of what remains of Hurricane Patricia. So it was a really, really bumpy, turbulent flight. It was just massive clouds. And I was just thinking to myself, man, I hope these guys know what they're doing. So that being said, all in all, it was just an unreal time. Drank a lot of beer, ate a lot of good food. And I found Houston, Texas, not at all like you would, like the SH kicking cowboy type place you would think it would be. It was pretty cool. And the most important thing, the biggest thing that I found that I'm sure you can't beat pretty much anywhere in the U.S., gas I saw at $1.89 a gallon. $1.89 a gallon. Unbelievable. Okay, so as we do with the YouTube radio show, we try to bring on a YouTube star as often as we can. We want you guys to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is the name of this show, the YouTube radio show. You can just go to youtube.com/C/the YouTube radio show, and every single interview of a YouTube star we put on our channel, and it's really been a lot of fun. Today we got a gentleman on here, Dre, who I can't wait to get this guy on. This is insane. That's what's so great about YouTube. I mean, the people you interview, most of whom have never been on the radio, are doing things for entertainment that mainstream media absolutely would never dream of, and you probably could never get it by the board of directors or the suits. Anyway, his YouTube channel is called Rich Kids TV, and what really just blows me away is somehow Dre is able to give away just things that even big radio stations couldn't give away. One of his videos, he just walks up to a guy who he doesn't even know and gives away a brand new Corvette. And then another video, he goes to homeless people and gives 3 different homeless people $10,000 each, right on the spot. So we got some sound of it, but I'd rather put the man, the myth, the legend on himself. Dre from Rich Kids TV. Welcome to the YouTube radio show.
Hey, man. What's up? How are you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for coming on. We were really excited to have you on today because what you do is so unique on YouTube. And I guess you've only been doing it since March of 2014, which is about a year and a half. And
yeah.
And you already have just a ton of subscribers. How many do you have?
I'm about at 291,000, so I'm hoping to hit 300,000 by the end of the week with the video I'm about to drop. So yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, I try to step it up a notch from every other YouTuber, so I think that's maybe why it's growing too quick, and I'm liking it.
And is pretty much the thing with all your videos, I mean, obviously I haven't seen every one of them, is it that you give stuff away to people that just randomly you'll walk up to somebody you've never met? Is that?
Well, my initial focus was when I started YouTube was to do like pranks and just be like this funny person online. But the thing is, it's so oversaturated. There's so many pranksters that I was like, well, if I'm going to do pranks, I'm going to do them with a twist, like my own brand type thing. So I started this like Rich Kids TV thing, which is because initially my channel was something else, and then I changed it like halfway through the year of me doing YouTube because I was actually taking it seriously. At first, it was more just for fun, and I started basically doing pranks or social experiments or good deed videos with a twist, like the Rich Kid twist, like a little bit of the Rich Kid flavor, and yeah, I guess it's doing real good. So,
well, you know what, Dre, I want to actually. Di, are we able to play the Corvette or the homeless clip we took off Dre's channel, off Rich Kids TV?
I'm sorry, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I have that clip. No, the Corvette one though will not play. I can't get it to do anything anywhere.
Okay, so you can you get the homeless one?
Yeah, I've
play?
got that one. You ready?
Okay, the new version, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Dre, before we play it, set up this video, okay, for us, and then we'll take a listen to what you did.
So you want me to just kind of break down the video or whatnot?
Yeah, or we can play it. I mean, maybe break it down a little bit.
Before you say anything, I'll just break it down real quick. So I was thinking, like, I did the Corvette giveaway, and that did really good, and the people liked it. And, you know, like, that same day, like, after I uploaded the video, I was driving in a Lambo, and this kid recognized me with his dad, started freaking out in the car, and he's like, dude, you just gave that car away. Like, it was crazy. It was like a cool experience.
Hey, Dre, explain what you did with the Corvette giveaway for people that haven't seen the video.
Basically, 2014 Corvette Stingray that I've had for some time, decided to pick a random guy on the street. I mean, looks like a guy that doesn't look like he's on drugs or a girl, whatever. Anyone, basically, that would look like they would like a car, but you know what I mean? So I pulled over, talked to this guy, and, you know, there's a lot of stuff because I don't like to make the videos long, so there's a lot of stuff that didn't make in the video, but like asked him what he does, and he's like a struggling actor in LA and all this stuff, and I asked him what the coolest thing he got was and all this stuff, and you know, and he said the biggest thing he's ever got was being saved by Jesus Christ or something like that. So yeah, and then we went from there, and yeah, it was crazy. It was something different, and you know, made me feel kind of like weird, but you know, it was worth a shot. Checked it out, and it works. So it was awesome.
Right, and the thing about it is that you had him, you signed over the papers to him and told him to go to the
title and everything. Yeah.
Okay, and then the Go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. I was just saying, yeah, I had him sign the pink slip and everything to make sure it's all, you know, fair and square.
And then what we're about to hear, this homeless thing, set that up, and then we'll play the clip.
That one. So after the way it worked was, I did a video after the Corvette giveaway where I gave a guy my Lamborghini for the day to drive, traded him for his car, so we just traded and took his license and all that and let him use the Lambo for the day. And then after that video, you know, I was like, that did really good, and I got a lot of messages like, "Hey man, that's awesome what you did," blah blah, all this stuff. So I'm like, cool. So then I did a couple other videos, and I was thinking like, what can I do that nobody's done, like something that nobody's done. And initially, the plan was just to do like maybe $100, $200, $300. But then I thought about it. So many YouTubers done stuff like that. Have to change it up and twist it up and make it like something extraordinary or crazy. So I decided to just completely try to change someone's life. Although some of these guys on the street, man, they're, even 10 grand doesn't save them. They're asking like 100 grand to get them off the street. But I picked the people that I thought would need it most to get them off the street, and people that had good intentions. And then just did the video, filmed it all, and it was pretty fun.
And you gave away 10 grand to 3 different homeless guys, right?
Yeah. So what happened was the first guy, I talked to him, and he was like, because I live in LA, so I drive by there in Hollywood all the time, and I see him there all the time trying to sell his thing. And he's like a younger guy, and I talked to him, and just looks like he's one of those people that got just had it bad when he was young or something, and he just kind of ended up being that in the position he is. And he tries to sell this art and poems and stuff that he writes, and kind of asked him about that. And I said, well, if somebody gave you money, like $10,000, for example, what would you do? And he had a pretty good plan. Like he wanted to, go get his license, get a car, and start doing Uber, to start making money, like to get himself off the street and, get himself a normal life. And, that was a reasonable enough plan. So went with that and, hooked that guy up, and he was like, he was really overwhelmed and happy. And then after we were walking with my friends that were filming for me, we were walking with them, and we see another guy that is just like, I don't know what, he was just really like happy, but like he was standing by a trash can digging for food or something. So I started talking to him, and he was like, I'm like, yo, can I film here? He like bounced up, like he was like, yeah, and he like got out of the way. He's like being really nice, So I was like, no, I'm gonna film you all this stuff. Kind of talked to him for a little while, for like probably 10 minutes, and his story is pretty good. And even though he was kind of silly and funny, and doing his little thing, whatever, I talked to him for a little bit. I thought he deserves $10,000 to get off the street, so I helped him out. And then another guy came up during that. Like, as soon as they hear somebody, like the homeless people on Hollywood, see someone with the camera and filming, like they all kind of like swarm you. So like there was a bunch of them around me, and then another guy just kind of came into the shot and asked me for $1. So I thought it would be a funny twist because I already had another stack of 10 grand on me. So I thought it'd be kind of funny if I just gave them both at once, just to kind of see his reaction.
So within half an hour, you gave away $30,000 to 3 homeless guys.
Yeah, probably within like half an hour to an hour. Yeah, probably like around that time.
Let's listen to this clip from your video. If you guys want to see this, go to youtube.com, and it's /RichKidsTV. Is that right?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Okay, and here's a little clip of him giving $10,000 to people that were homeless that he never met.
What's up, guys? Jay with Rich Kids TV, and today I'm feeling a little generous. I just got a new car, and I'm going to give this one away to a random stranger for free. Let's do it. What's the coolest thing you've ever gotten for free, man?
Well, that'd be salvation, Jesus Christ, man.
Dang, dude,
because it's free.
That's good. That's good. What do you think of the car?
It's off the hook, bro. Stingray, right? What year? 2015?
This is 14. Yeah.
Clean, bro.
Yeah. Do you want it?
Yeah. What's the catch, dude?
No catch, dude. I'm gonna just give it to you. I'm literally taking off the key right now.
Dude, that's fucking amazing,
dude, it's your. I'm not kidding, bro. This is gonna be a car. Hold on. I'm gonna get the title real quick. Hold on. Hold on a sec. All right, bro. So, this is the title. I need you, fill out your information right here. Here, is this easier? Dude, I'm not kidding, bro. Like, I'm dead serious. So, fill out your information right here. and then what's it called? Yeah, that's it. You just gotta start it. You just gotta push on the brake and start it. I'll show you how to drive it away and stuff too. All right, cool. I think you just gotta sign right there too, and that's it. Right there. Cool, man. Thanks. All right, so. Cool. Take this part to the DMV within 15 days.
Yeah.
And then make sure it's within 15 days. And other than that, man, car is yours. Congratulations, bro. So that's the parking brake. You just push that down.
Yeah.
Push the brake and then push that down. And then the hazard lights are up there to turn them off. So that button, yeah. And then other than that, you put in drive and hey, man.
What's your name, bro?
Dre.
Dude, Dre, you're like a dream, dude. Hey, man, no problem.
That was the Corvette, not the homeless. So there's a clip. You gave away your Corvette. Now, when we come back, we're talking to Dre from Rich Kids TV, who gave away a brand new, what year was that Corvette? Hello?
Yeah, that was a 2014 Stingray.
Okay, 2014 Stingray. When we come back, I'm going to ask Dre about if people think that this is for real or these are actors, or is he really giving away money? And how does he get enough money to give away $30,000 in an hour? How does is he rich enough to give somebody a Corvette just based on a YouTube video? So when we come back, we'll ask him about that as we continue here on the YouTube radio show.
You know, the ocean isn't that far from the IE. Not when you're talking about Ocean Honda of San Juan Capistrano. It is well worth the drive. Great buys on all Honda models from the Fit to the Pilot. You'll get the best deals on wheels from Ocean Honda. And just to sweeten the deal, mention the Poorman and get a free iPad mini when you sell your car to Ocean Honda. Make the drive down the 5 to Ocean Honda off the Camino Capistrano exit. We'll see you at Ocean Honda. And don't forget to mention the Poorman. Are you starting a business, incorporating, or forming an LLC? Do you have a business but need legal review of contracts or have other legal needs? If so, then please contact attorney Michael Brown. Michael has over 20 years' experience advising small and medium businesses to be successful and avoid costly litigation. Initial consultations are always free. Please contact us at 949-636-8128 or by visiting us at mwb-law.net.
All right, we are back here. We're happy to have an incredible new sponsor, which is Ocean Honda of San Juan Capistrano. And these guys, okay, if you have no credit or you've been through bankruptcy, I personally know a gentleman that Di knows also who went through bankruptcy, and he was able to get two brand new cars from Ocean Honda, and for no money down and like $200 a month. So new Hondas. And what's really strange, just to show you how, you run into people that you've known just randomly. What do they call it? 6 degrees of separation or whatever it is. The finance manager is Frank Roca, who is my friend Swedish Eagle, who I used to work with at KROQ on the air. It's his wife's brother, who I've known for years. He's the finance manager. So if you call Ocean Honda and you want to get a car and get it for virtually nothing down, just call Ocean Honda and ask for Frank Roca. Tell him Poorman sent you. And this is no joke. I mean, this is the reason we've got this sponsor is because of my special friend who was able to hook up a couple cars when he had no credit at all. Now, we return to Dre, who is the man, the myth, the legend behind Rich Kids TV. And Dre, we heard the Corvette giveaway, and we were able to retrieve the homeless giveaway where you gave 3 homeless people $10,000 each. So are you ready? Should we play that clip, and then we'll get into how you're able to do this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so here's Dre on his YouTube channel, Rich Kids TV. You can see it, where he gives away $10,000 to each to 3 different homeless people.
What's up, guys? It's Dre with Rich Kids TV, and today I'm gonna go out in public and make 3 homeless people's day by giving out $30,000. Let's do this. Hey, man. How are you? It's awesome, man. Do you sell these?
Yeah.
Nice.
Sell them by donation.
Do you live out here, Hollywood?
Yeah.
Nice. What's the nicest thing someone's ever done for you out here?
Well, earlier somebody gave me some pot.
Some pot?
Yeah.
Nice. What if I gave you 10 grand? Would you be smoking the best pot out there, or?
No, I'd probably go straight to one of my friends with a license, get a car, start an Uber business, and like I'd figure out a way of making that money.
Yeah. Is this your friend?
But I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna do something that you probably doesn't happen often, man. So if I give you this 10 grand, you'll spend it wisely.
Yes.
Awesome, man. I want to make sure no one else is looking, so nobody will attack you after. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, this guy's staring right now, so I'm just waiting for him to walk by. All right, man. It was good to meet you. You have a nice day. Take care. What's up, man? Is it cool for film?
It's the gist of it. Okay, hey, all right, so Dre, that was the first guy you gave 10 grand to, who was sitting on Hollywood Boulevard. And I mean, that's amazing. Okay, I guess first of all, you've given away, just in these two videos, in 2014, really nice looking Corvette Stingray to a guy you didn't meet in one video. And then in another video, you gave away 3 different homeless people 10 grand each. Where do you get the bucks? I mean, where do you get the cars to give away? I mean, explain how you're able to do that.
I just realized Rich Kids TV is getting interviewed by Poorman. Kind of funny.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Well, I mean, Poorman is it just hit me because like Rich Kids TV and then Poorman is
right.
Funny.
Yeah,
Completely
that is kind of ironic.
Yeah. Well, so where the money comes from, I got blessed to be born in a very fortunate family. And that's where the money comes from. I mean, there's not much else I could say, really. I mean, it's just a trust fund, you know. So I'm just doing my thing.
Is without? I mean, obviously, you probably don't want to give it up. But is your dad like a billionaire?
Maybe not there yet. But he's doing all right for himself.
So let me ask you this: is he rich enough where you could be giving away cars every day if you wanted to?
Depends on what kind of cars, but possibly at least once a week for at least maybe I don't know, I could get away with it, I think. Unless he like stops me or something. But you know, it's better to go one good deed at a time. I'm originally from Seattle, Washington, and so that's where I'm originally from, and I moved here a year ago to LA, and yeah, that's what I started doing out here.
Is your dad in the computer business?
You're pretty accurate. My dad owns an aerospace company in Seattle. He's one of the bigger third-party contractors for Boeing. So that's what they do for business. My family.
So your dad brokers deals to build jets.
Yeah, my dad owns basically a designing company where they do a lot of the design work and prototyping and tool design for Boeing to actually design like mostly like wing structures and the fins of the new airplanes, like the new 787. The wing structure was designed by his company, stuff like that. So,
Dre, how much would you say your dad's worth?
I don't know exactly how much he's worth, but if I was thinking like his company and assets, probably anywhere from $400 to $500 million.
So, Di, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I have all kinds. The first one is, besides what you're doing, do you have any other aspirations? I mean, for a career, or is this? Do you consider this your career?
Well, the thing is, when I moved out here, I was just going to do YouTube and try to entertain people, and it's actually turned into more of like it's become more of like my passion, like because before I really didn't do anything. I've tried all sorts of things and to try to be an entrepreneur and all this, and this actually because I've met a lot of social media kids and a lot of my friends are all like Viners and YouTubers. So I've come a long way in that case, and they showed me and taught me how this can actually be a career. So I started doing that, and then I also started about 6 months ago dating an actress who is trying to get me into acting. So I'm thinking probably from social media to acting is where I'm going to go with all this. So
awesome.
We'll see.
How old are you right now?
I'm 20.
You are 20. Okay.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. I mean, he's got full dark-haired guy, and I mean, people can go to Rich Kids TV. I mean,
yeah, I was looking.
I used to have dark, long, shaggy hair. Now it's a pretty good cut, and I in June of this year, this summer, I changed my eye color from brown to blue. So
wow,
this entertainment thing is kind of like becoming you know what I mean? Is funny.
How do you change your eye color? By contacts?
No, I did a surgery on my eyes and changed my color.
Wow.
Wow. Why?
Because he's got the money to do it.
I started taking entertainment kind of seriously, and you know, to really make it out here and really start, you know, getting a substantial fangirl demographic. You have to have a good face. So I started, you know, that's one of the main reasons.
Well, let me ask you this: do a lot of people do? I have never heard of that before. Have you, Poorman?
What?
Changing your eye color?
People do all kinds of stuff that they think will help them make it. But if there was any blueprint to the success of anybody, we would all do it. Sometimes the ugliest guys end up big time stars. I mean, look at Jonah Hill. I mean, funny. Sorry. Hey, but you know what? Back to you giving 10. So you giving 3 guys $10,000 each. To give away $30,000 in a day is no big deal with your dad and your trust fund.
Well, let's just say he knows in the long run it makes me happy, and that's that I'm focused on, and it's going to take off. And he sees when I started all this stuff, he thought it was actually really silly, and this is just like a game, and I'm going to quit at some point. But the fact that I've made it this far for a year of being committed to this, he sees that I'm actually serious with it. So he doesn't care too much. He always tells me, "Hey, man, spend your money wisely." But you know, I'm doing my best.
Do you get a monthly allowance?
Well, the way it was before, it was just I had a bulk trust fund, just one big solid chunk. And since I changed my eye color in June, my mom freaked out and said, "Well, he's bored of spending money," so he started doing cosmetic surgeries. So she panicked, and the whole Caitlyn Jenner thing happened. So she was worried. So she said, yeah, so now, I'm on a limited monthly thing I can take out of the trust. So
yeah, and don't go the way of Michael Jackson either.
No, I'm good. I think I'm done here with the eye color. That's probably it.
How much was your trust initially?
It's 7 figures. It's good.
7 figures in the millions.
Yeah.
And you're 20.
Yeah.
Listen, I think you ought to lay $10,000 on me, and we'll shoot a video.
It depends where you guys are at exactly, and I mean, I'm all over the place, so I'm down to film wherever. You know what I mean? I'm really open for ideas. So if you got a really good concept, I can shoot really anything.
Oh, I've got a really good concept. I'm getting evicted from my apartment in New York.
Do people ever think that you're being foolish with your money? That you could do so many other things with it? Or do
I
they
don't know
commend
if you guys know how the LA world works. I'm from Seattle. I was born and raised in Seattle, so my whole life was there. At 19, I moved here. And, you know, being as dumb as I was, I didn't know how, because in Seattle I knew how people are. People are, you know, I mean, everyone's pretty, people respect people, and out here people found out that you know, they see this kid show up, and then, you know, I'm driving all these cars and all this, so they start trying to leech on, and I didn't realize that. I thought everyone's just trying to be my friends, that's how I met all my social media kid friends because of that. And I ended up finding out, you know, later on I started doing the math, and I realized I'm spending a lot of money just basically on all these friends that I got, you know what I mean? So I ended up, you know, cutting all that off kind of and keeping a very tight circle now, and, you know, just being pretty focused. But yeah, a lot of them thought I was foolish with my money while they were using it, so it's kind of dumb.
Okay, we're gonna take another break here. If anybody wants to talk to our guest, to the Rich Kids TV, And the phone number is 888-909-1050, 888-909-1050. And I want to also ask him another thing about having all this money that probably is cropping into some people's heads.
Are you starting a business, incorporating, or forming an LLC? Do you have a business but need legal review of contracts or have other legal needs? If so, then please contact attorney Michael Brown. Michael has over 20 years' experience advising small and medium businesses to be successful and avoid costly litigation. Initial consultations are always free. Please contact us at 949-636-8128 or by visiting us at mwb-law.net. You know, the ocean isn't that far from the IE. Not when we're talking about Ocean Honda of San Juan Capistrano. It is well worth the drive. Great buys on all Honda models from the Fit to the Pilot. You'll get the best deals on wheels from Ocean Honda. And just to sweeten the deal, mention the Poorman and get 3 free oil changes with the purchase or lease of any new Honda. Make the drive down the 5 to Ocean Honda off the Camino Capistrano exit. We'll see you at Ocean Honda. And don't forget to mention the Poorman.
Okay, we're back. If somebody wants to talk to our guest, Dre, who has a trust fund in 7 figures, he's given away $10,000 to 3 different homeless guys in one of his videos, giving away a Corvette. The number is 888-909-1050, 888-909-1050. We're going to take one more segment with Dre. And so here's the thing that I wanted to ask you. Some people might think, like when I saw you giving away the money, and I'm just giving you my observation on this, you were giving it to 3 homeless guys. You were giving away a stack of something, but you never showed the bills up close. And some people might say, well, maybe these are actors and you really don't have this much money, but you could actually be faking the whole thing. Has that ever come up?
Well, not until now, but yeah, I guess I realized after that, you know, all this stuff, but this is the way it works is, the way I edit my videos is, I like to keep them between 3.5, 4 minutes tops, right? Sometimes a little bit over 4 minutes. So when I film my intro, I like to keep it like under 15 seconds. And when I filmed the intro initially, I did show the money and stuff. I filmed 3 different intros, but then the intro ended up being so long because I was just showing the bills, you know what I mean? So what ended up happening is I thought, well, if I show like, you know what I mean, if I start showing the stacks, by the time I show those stacks, there's just going to be a lot of controversy, like, oh, well, he should, like, you know what I mean? There's just so much things that people can question, so I just cut all that out and just did straight to the point, and all the reactions are straight to the point, and that's it, you know what I mean? No extra footage, because I don't want to make a 10-minute video. I wanted to get, like, a 4 3-minute video just to get the point across, and that's it. I've done stuff, I've done stuff with other videos, and, you know what I mean? Like, we spray painted my friend's Bugatti when I was in Seattle, my first video I ever did, and that never got released, but the picture went viral. Somebody took a picture and it went viral. But when we were doing that, like, there was also a lot of, you know, questions like, oh, well, it's not a real Bugatti, or like a bunch of stuff. So, like, you can't really please everyone, so I just have to, you know what I mean? I get the diehard fans know, you know what I mean? I just give them what they want. The haters are, you know what I mean, they always try to find something to pick on, so it's whatever.
Maybe, you know what, you're in Southern California, right?
Yeah, I'm in L.A.
Yeah, I mean, I split my time between L.A. and New York, and probably it'll be more L.A. soon because of this eviction thing I'm going through. Actually, I think I'm going to win this because of conditions in the apartment, but that I don't even want to get into that. But my place in L.A. actually is in Newport. Maybe we should do one where you actually are in the studio with me, and why don't you just bring $50,000 cash, and we can just show it on the Ustream, or we can shoot a little video with nothing.
We can totally do that. I'll bring 100.
100 grand?
Yeah.
Cool. And then maybe, you know what we should do, dude? This will help my show more than anything. I mean, I'll build a shrine around it. Don't give any to me. Why don't we have a money giveaway day featuring Dre from Rich Kids TV to help the Poor Man show blow up into the big time? How's that sound?
Like a kind of like a call in every hour type thing?
Well, we're only on an hour.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm down. I'm down to do that. Once you're down here, just you guys just hit me up wherever you guys. Newport is about an hour and a half, an hour from where I live, so I can just drive down there, and then we can go from there. And maybe we can even shoot a video down there while I'm down there. So.
Yeah, or I could come up to you. I mean, it's really easy. I just Skype my show, so and then we.
Oh yeah, we could do whatever. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's do that. I'm going to be back down maybe in 2 weeks, and I'll tell you what. We'll pick a day, and then I'll promo it for like a week or two, and maybe we'll do it on in the social media, and then we'll also do it on the radio show, and maybe have a big money grab day.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I mean, I'm down to do that, and just as long as I can film it and put it up on YouTube or something, you know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah,
get the point across. Yeah.
Dude, you can do whatever you'd like. I mean, I'll do the show nude if you want. I don't care if you do something like that. You can have me do whatever you like.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down 100%. I'm always down for whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't want you to do anything you're not comfortable with either. So, but that would be great because then people can see.
I'm not going to come naked or anything, but I will do that.
Okay, all right. I know I'm saying I would be if you wanted me to. I'll do anything you want me to for that.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't like that. That would scare away anybody. All right, well, listen, thanks for being on. I will be in touch with you. I really appreciate this, and this interview will be up on our YouTube channel, which we just started a month ago. We're about 290,000 followers behind you. You're amazing. So
awesome.
Ours. But anyway, thanks for being on here. Ours is called
when you guys are down here, and we'll do some videos, man.
I think it would be great. All right, so this is Dre from Rich Kids TV. Check out his videos, and thanks for being on the show, man. That was really great.
Yeah, awesome. All right, it was good talking to you guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, take care. Unless you want to plug anything else that I missed before you go.
I'm not really trying to plug anything. I mean, I feel like we got all the points covered.
Well,
Good.
I just want to say the videos are really cool no matter who you are. I think anyone likes a feel-good movie, likes to see someone be happy because you've made their day and in some cases their life.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the point I'm trying to get across with all these videos. One of the very first Good Deed videos that I did, I really had a good feeling about it.
Yeah.
And when it came out, I don't know, it's a different type of feeling versus just filming a prank. And I do like doing gold digger videos, but sometimes it's fun to do something nice,
Yeah, when people don't expect it.
Well, like you said, that's unique. Nobody else really is doing that. And you've gotten, I think, on the Corvette one, 790,000 views, and on the homeless one, like 500,000.
Yes, I do. Yep.
And what I like, too, about you is that you are selective with who you pick. I think that is key. Also.
Yeah, well, it's, you know what I mean? Good deeds aren't for everyone, I think. Not to sound like an a-hole, but I'm just saying it honestly is. It's like that because some people, when they're given things just like that,
they don't appreciate
that just digs them a deeper hole. So
right.
you have to really be careful who you do it. So I try to select wisely,
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, listen, we're an awesome guest. Thanks, man.
Thank you so much, guys. You guys have a good day.
You too.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. So when we come back, I'm going to talk about something more mainstream. I'm going to talk about the presidential race and who I want to vote for. And that should be pretty interesting. And anybody else who wants to agree or disagree, the phone number 888-909-1050, 888-909-1050, as we continue with the YouTube radio show where we'll be discussing who our next president's going to be.
Are you starting a business, incorporating, or forming an LLC? Do you have a business but need legal review of contracts or have other legal needs? If so, then please contact attorney Michael Brown. Michael has over 20 years' experience advising small and medium businesses to be successful and avoid costly litigation. Initial consultations are always free. Please contact us at 949-636-8128 or by visiting us at mwb-law.net. You know, the ocean isn't that far from the IE. Not when you're talking about Ocean Honda of San Juan Capistrano. It is well worth the drive. Great buys on all Honda models from the Fit to the Pilot. You'll get the best deals on wheels from Ocean Honda. And just to sweeten the deal, mention the Poorman and get a free iPad mini when you sell your car to Ocean Honda. Make the drive down the 5 to Ocean Honda off the Camino Capistrano exit. We'll see you at Ocean Honda. And don't forget to mention the Poorman.
All right, so we've gotten a call. What I like to do is get somebody to call who hasn't ever called this show before. The phone number is 888-909-1050. Nothing against the people that call all the time. 888-909-1050. But this is the thing. I was thinking about, I was down in Houston and I went running one night while I was getting drenched with rain and, basically just listening to AM radio in Houston. And I listened to the Sean Hannity show for the first time. And on radio, I actually thought it was a pretty good show. He discussed, I'm interested in these things. It's way different than what I'm doing on the radio myself. But he was discussing Donald Trump running for president. He was discussing Hillary Clinton and Benghazi, and he was discussing the Hurricane Patricia hitting Mexico. This was all on, I believe, Thursday evening. And I really thought it was a good show. And so basically what happened is I started wondering if I was just to do a radio show like that, because I always think in terms of how can I get my show on 100 stations? So this is what goes through my head all the time. It's not about being on 1 or 2 stations right now. It's about how do I get to be as big or as syndicated as all the other guys. So I thought, would people want the Poorman to discuss mainstream topics like that, which I'm very interested in. I'm always been interested in the presidential races. If I gave my spin, would other stations want to pick it up when they've got everybody gives their spin on that? And some people said, in fact, I talked to attorney Michael Brown, my sponsor, and he said, Jim, I think you're really unique and you're very unusual. And I think that this is me imitating Michael Brown trying to, if you've ever heard him, you can hear him on this commercial. Well, maybe not on the current one. Jim, I think that people would be interested in your unique perspective. And I thought, yeah, but I'm talking about the same things as Sean Hannity and Rush Limbaugh. But I found it interesting to hear Hannity's views, whether I agree or disagree. Or would you rather hear the YouTube radio show where I'm interviewing people like the gentleman we just had on who gives away money to random people that he shoots YouTube videos of, or cars because he's been, has a multi-million-dollar trust fund at age 20. So he's making YouTube videos that are huge because he can do these giveaways. Would people rather hear that? If you are the YouTube radio show, would all kinds of stations around the country want to pick you up because nobody's doing the interviews of people? Like, I didn't even ask our guests, but was this like the first radio interview he's ever done? I don't know if Dre has done one before or not. Or would they rather hear the Poorman doing mainstream topics? I hear it both ways. To me, it's more about hitting into some sort of groove where you have momentum. And that's sort of what we're searching for. But the YouTube thing has never been done. So anyway, on to the president. I happened to also, when I was in Houston, I was staying in a motel, and they sort of had like kind of quasi-basic cable. And so I found myself, for some reason, going online, and I actually listened to a couple of Donald Trump's speeches that were they were actually on YouTube. There's a YouTube channel called Right Side Radio, which is basically a rightist radio YouTube channel that has 30,000 subscribers, and they run all kinds of like hour-long interviews with that Trump does, that Michael Savage does, that who's the guy that's going against Trump, the neurosurgeon. It's escaped me, which is horrible. I mean, what's the neurosurgeon's name?
I'm sorry, I was answering the phone.
Okay, what's a neurosurgeon's name that's leading Trump in Iowa? Ben Carson.
Is it Carson? Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, so I watched 2 of Trump's speeches. One was in Miami and the other was in Jacksonville. And I found myself really liking what I heard, even though the guy is pompous and bombastic. And so at this point, I think I would vote for Donald Trump. Now, I haven't voted in about 12 years, but I liked Obama in the first time he ran with Yes, We Can. That got to me. I like Clinton, and I like George W. Bush. And now I think I'm liking Trump. I don't like Hillary. Bernie Sanders does nothing for me, and none of the Democrats do. And Carson, no. I don't think any of the other Republicans do. Jeb Bush, before he ran, I kind of liked him, but he just really has fallen flat. So I think I kind of like Trump. So that's who I would vote for if the election was tomorrow. Okay, we'll be right back. We'll do one more segment here on the YouTube radio show. If anybody else wants to call in and comment on anything, I want one person who has never listened to the show to call the program. 888-909-1050. I know I'm taking a chance because I'm asking our vast worldwide audience to do something that seems easy. 888-909-1050.
You know, the ocean isn't that far from the IE. Not when we're talking about Ocean Honda of San Juan Capistrano. It is well worth the drive. Great buys on all Honda models from the Fit to the Pilot. You'll get the best deals on wheels from Ocean Honda. And just to sweeten the deal, mention the Poorman and get 3 free oil changes with the purchase or lease of any new Honda. Make the drive down the 5 to Ocean Honda off the Camino Capistrano exit. We'll see you at Ocean Honda. And don't forget to mention the Poorman. Are you starting a business, incorporating, or forming an LLC? Do you have a business but need legal review of contracts or have other legal needs? If so, then please contact attorney Michael Brown. Michael has over 20 years' experience advising small and medium businesses to be successful and avoid costly litigation. Initial consultations are always free. Please contact us at 949-636-8128 or by visiting us at mwb-law.net.
We have 8 minutes left in this show. Can we get one person that's real that has never called this show? I realize this is taking a big chance. It's like taking the program to the next level, which is the only reason I want to keep doing radio, is to take the show to the next level. Meaning it's going to be 100 stations, or why do it? For me, anyway. Here is the number, 888-909-1050. I honestly, I'm not expecting anybody to call that has never called before. I would be pleasantly surprised. So, I mean, the kind of show we have to do here is the kind of show that honestly is not what I would if I had my idea of the perfect show to do. Just like I used to do, I could throw out topics and we would have tons of calls and it would be interesting. It would be fun. Promotions would crop up, which I can recognize real easily. Like with our guest, who, if he gave away money, that would be interesting to see. But if you can't work off the phones, if you can't work off anybody but yourself, I mean, it's kind of neat in a way that you can have a little exercise where you just are talking to yourself for an hour every day. And it teaches you how to talk for an hour to yourself every day, which is something that it's not that challenging after you've done it for 8 or 9 straight months. So anyway, back to the election. Poorman, why don't you talk about who you're going to vote for president? I'll pretend I'm 2 people. Oh, yes, Poorman. Oh, who are you going to vote? Well, I think I may vote for Donald Trump because I think he's kind of interesting. And I know that he's losing to Ben Carson in Iowa by 14 points, and he's always talking about his polls. But I think the reason that I like him is because he's always talking about, I thought one thing that was very interesting he brought up is that Jeb Bush has cut 40% of his budget for his campaign. And so Trump's point was, if he can't run a campaign budget correctly, how can he run the country? And that's sort of what he has to say about a lot of people that are running. These people have never run businesses. And so, as I understand it, I could be completely wrong. And again, I know I have to talk to myself because there is no participation with this show. Unless one of our YouTube guests tweets to their friends, then we can get some people. But, and the phone number, prove me wrong, please prove me wrong. 888-909-1050 is the number, 888-909-1050. But Trump claims he spent only $2 million on his campaign, and he's just gotten a ton of publicity. And he's gruff, and he's obnoxious, and the Miami speech, I guess he had made another comment that I thought was interesting, is like when you see these guys do their little campaign speeches, the camera is always only focused on the candidate. It never swings to the audience. And I kind of agree with him on that. Why? I would love to see what the audience is like in this thing. Any calls yet, Di? Of course not.
No,
right?
just Todd holding on. He wants to agree with you about the guy not showing the money. But
well, that's okay. Tell Todd it's great. Tell him we're going to effort to try to get. In fact, I'm not going to take another call on the air unless it's truthfully somebody who has never called the show. So no offense, Todd. I'm just going to see how many days. We're going to do a countdown to how many days it's going to take to get one call from somebody who's never called this show before. What would you say, Di? 2 weeks, if we're lucky?
Well, I don't know. If you keep up your positive attitude, it might happen sooner than
keep
that.
Up that positive attitude.
No, you've done.
Yes. No. I don't want to hear any more. Keep up that positive attitude. Oh, I heard that so many times. Keep up that positive attitude. Whoa!
Well, you can't just let something take you down. You just have to work with what you have.
Nothing has taken me down.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. You haven't.
Nothing has taken me down, but you can't be an idiot. And I'm not calling you an idiot. You can't be stupid. You can't go on the air and lie.
No, no one's.
I mean, to me, to lie and you keep that attitude positive, and they'll be rolling in.
No, that's
positive,
not
negative,
what.
Jump through the moon, jump up a hoop, do this, do that, up, down, east, west, inside out.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is just keep moving onward.
Yeah,
just keep rolling. Just keep rolling. Don't focus on the things that are not happening.
Focus on having a participatory show. Focus on being positive. Yes. Focus on being positive. Good God. If I knew I could get people to call this radio show and be positive every day, I would be a little smiley face. It's not the solution. The solution is somehow this program has to hit on something that gets people moving. And I've had a lot of suggestions. Brett from Sacramento, do Poorman Invasion. Brett, spend some money on the show. We'll try it. But you've given that opinion. I mean, that's returning to old fart radio. Is this real, do you think, honestly?
I think it is. He says he has 2 residences, one in Palm Springs and one in San Bernardino.
Okay. He sounds like maybe he knows Dre, our guest. Okay, Danny from Palm Springs, welcome.
Oh, hi, Poorman. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. It is nice to have one person on who's never called the show. That's very, I mean, that makes my day. We've only got about 50 seconds, so go.
Oh, 50 seconds? Well, actually, I have never even called a radio show before, but sometimes, I was just channel surfing, and I heard you. I've heard of the Poorman for years and years and years, and
boom,
this is the first time that they called.
Less than 2 weeks.
Yes. Listen, all right, and what's the most important thing going on in your life in 10 seconds?
In 10 seconds, I think the elections, I guess.
Who are you going to vote for?
I really don't know yet. I'm still looking at everybody. I don't go either way, I don't go for Republican or Democrat. I just like to listen to what they have to say. And so far, they're all kind of out there. fulfill, you know, all these
Bye-bye.
promises that they make.
Hey, call in again tomorrow, Danny. We got to go. Take care. Bye-bye.
This is 1050 AM, KCAA Loma Linda, and 106.5 FM, Yucaipa.
The organization is not happy. That's after the World Health Organization said processed meats, including bacon, franks, even cold cuts, can lead to colon, stomach, and other cancers, even likening meat to tobacco and asbestos. On Wall Street, a quiet day. The Dow down 23, the Nasdaq adding almost 3. Oil back below $44 a barrel. Natural gas prices tumbling today, down nearly 9%, just as Duke Energy announced plans to buy Piedmont Natural Gas for $5 billion in cash. Yahoo said